Have you ever found yourself pausing at the top of the stairs just for a moment to catch your breath and remember what you came up for? Or maybe you've noticed that some of the things you used to do without thinking, like carrying groceries, gardening, or even just getting up from your favorite chair, take a little more effort these days. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Aging brings changes, but it doesn't mean you have to give up your independence or the things you love. In fact, there are a handful of simple, powerful habits that can help you stay strong, sharp, and self-reliant well into your golden years. Today, I want to talk with you about 5 things you should never stop doing after 65 if you want to stay independent. These aren't complicated routines or expensive treatments. They're everyday actions, some you might already be doing, others you might have let slip without realizing it. But each one can make a real difference in how you feel, how you move, and how much you enjoy your life. So, whether you're 65, 75, or even 85, these habits are for you. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Never stop moving your body. I know you've probably heard it 1,000 times. Exercise is important, but I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights at the gym. I'm talking about gentle, regular movement that keeps your muscles, joints, and heart healthy. Maybe it's a morning walk around the block, a bit of stretching while you watch your favorite show, or even dancing in the kitchen while you make breakfast. The key is to keep moving every single day. You see, our bodies are designed for movement, and when we stop, things start to stiffen up. Muscles weaken, balance gets shaky, and even simple tasks can become harder. But when you keep moving, you're telling your body, I'm still here, and I'm not done yet. It doesn't have to be fancy. Some of the healthiest, happiest people I know are the ones who make movement a natural part of their day. Maybe you walk to the mailbox instead of asking someone else to get the mail. Maybe you take the stairs instead of the elevator, even if it's just one flight. Or maybe you join a local Tai Chi or yoga class where you can stretch, strengthen, and make new friends at the same time. And don't forget about balance. As we get older, our sense of balance can fade, making falls more likely. But you can train your balance just like any other skill. Try standing on one foot while you brush your teeth, or practice getting up from a chair without using your hands. These little challenges keep your body alert and your mind engaged. Plus, they help you stay confident in your movements, so you're less likely to hesitate or worry about falling. Now, let's talk about something just as important. Never stop connecting with others. It's easy, especially as we get older, to let our social circles shrink. Maybe friends have moved away, family is busy, or you just don't feel like going out as much. But staying connected is one of the most powerful ways to protect your independence. When you have people to talk to, laugh with, and share your day with, you're less likely to feel lonely or isolated. And believe it or not, loneliness can be just as harmful to your health as smoking or obesity. So, how do you keep those connections strong? It doesn't have to be complicated. Maybe you call a friend every Sunday afternoon or invite a neighbor over for coffee. Maybe you join a book club, a gardening group, or a local community center. Even a quick chat with the cashier at the grocery store can brighten your day and remind you that you're part of a bigger world. And if you're comfortable with technology, video calls and social media can help you stay in touch with family and friends no matter where they are. I remember a woman named Grace who lived down the street from me. She was in her late 70s, and every morning, rain or shine, she'd walk to the park and sit on the same bench. At first, I thought she just liked the fresh air. But over time, I realized she was there to see her friends, other folks who came to the park for a chat, a laugh, or just to share a story. That simple habit kept her spirits high and her mind sharp. She always said, "People are the best medicine," and she was right. Of course, sometimes reaching out can feel a little awkward, especially if you haven't done it in a while. But most people are just as eager for connection as you are. A simple hello or "how are you" can open the door to a new friendship or rekindle an old one. And if you ever feel nervous about joining a new group or activity, remember that everyone started as a stranger once. You might be surprised at how quickly you feel at home. So, we've talked about the importance of moving your body and staying connected with others. These two habits alone can make a world of difference in how independent and vibrant you feel. But there's another thing you should never stop doing after 65, and that's challenging your mind. Just like your muscles, your brain needs regular exercise to stay strong and flexible. It's easy to fall into routines and let your mind coast, but a little mental challenge every day can keep you sharp, curious, and ready for anything. Think about the last time you learned something new. Maybe it was a recipe, a card game, or even a new way to use your phone. Remember how satisfying it felt to figure it out? That's your brain lighting up, making new connections, and staying young. You don't have to go back to school or solve complicated puzzles unless you want to. Even simple things like reading a book, doing a crossword, or learning a few words in another language can keep your mind active. Some people find joy in creative hobbies like painting, knitting, or playing music. Others love tackling jigsaw puzzles, playing chess, or writing letters to friends. The important thing is to keep your mind engaged and curious. If you ever feel stuck in a rut, try switching up your routine. Take a different route on your walk. Try a new recipe or listen to a podcast on a topic you know nothing about. Every new experience is a workout for your brain. Now that we've explored how movement, connection, and mental challenge can help you stay independent, let's keep going. There are still a couple more habits that can make all the difference as you age, and one of the most overlooked yet truly essential is never stop paying attention to what you eat and drink. It's easy to think that after a certain age, your eating habits are set in stone, or that it's too late to make changes. But the truth is, your body is always listening to what you give it, and even small improvements can have a big impact on your energy, mood, and independence. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling clear-headed, steady on your feet, and ready to take on the day. That's not just luck. It's often the result of fueling your body with the right foods and staying hydrated. As we get older, our bodies process nutrients a little differently. You might notice you don't feel as thirsty as you used to, or that certain foods don't sit quite right anymore. That's normal, but it's also a gentle reminder to pay closer attention to what you're putting on your plate and in your glass. Start by making sure you're drinking enough water. It sounds simple, but dehydration is one of the most common reasons older adults end up feeling tired, dizzy, or even confused. Sometimes it can sneak up on you, especially if you're not in the habit of sipping water throughout the day. Try keeping a glass or bottle nearby and take small sips often, even if you don't feel thirsty. If plain water isn't appealing, herbal teas or a splash of lemon can make it more enjoyable. And remember, coffee and alcohol can actually make you lose more water, so balance them out with extra hydration. When it comes to food, think about color and variety. The more colorful your plate, the more likely you're getting a good mix of vitamins and minerals. Fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats all play a role in keeping your muscles strong, your bones sturdy, and your mind sharp. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Maybe you add a handful of berries to your breakfast, swap white bread for whole grain, or try a new vegetable at dinner. These little changes add up over time. And don't forget about protein. As we age, our muscles naturally lose some strength, but eating enough protein can help slow that process. Eggs, fish, chicken, beans, and even dairy products like yogurt or cheese are all great sources. If you're not sure you're getting enough, talk to your doctor or a nutritionist. They can help you find easy ways to add more protein to your meals. Of course, food is about more than just nutrition. It's also about pleasure, tradition, and connection. Maybe you have a favorite family recipe, or you love baking cookies with your grandchildren. Those moments matter too. Enjoying your meals, savoring the flavors, and sharing food with others can lift your spirits and make eating something to look forward to, not just another task. Now, let's talk about something that's just as important as what you eat. Never stop listening to your body. It's easy to brush off little aches, pains, or changes as just getting older, but your body is always sending you signals. Paying attention to those signals can help you catch small problems before they become big ones and keep you feeling your best. Maybe you notice you're feeling more tired than usual, or you're having trouble sleeping. Perhaps you've lost your appetite, or you're feeling a bit unsteady on your feet. These are all signs that something might need a little extra attention. Don't be afraid to talk to your doctor, even about things that seem minor. Sometimes a simple adjustment like changing a medication, adding a vitamin, or getting your eyes checked can make a world of difference. Listening to your body also means giving yourself permission to rest when you need it. There's a lot of pressure in our world to keep going and stay busy, but rest is just as important as activity. If you need a nap in the afternoon, take it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, give yourself a break. Your body knows what it needs, and honoring that wisdom is a powerful way to stay independent. At the same time, don't let fear hold you back. It's natural to worry about falling, getting sick, or losing your abilities. But focusing too much on what might go wrong can keep you from enjoying what's right in front of you. Trust yourself, trust your body, and remember that you're stronger and more resilient than you might think. I once met a gentleman named Harold who loved to garden. Even after a hip replacement, he found ways to keep tending his flowers, sometimes sitting on a low stool, sometimes asking a neighbor to help with the heavy lifting. He told me, "I listen to my body, but I don't let it boss me around." That balance between caution and courage is what keeps us moving forward no matter our age. So, as you go about your day, check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What does your body need? Maybe it's a glass of water, a healthy snack, a walk in the sunshine, or just a few minutes with your feet up. These small acts of self-care are not selfish, they're essential. They help you stay strong, steady, and ready for whatever life brings. With all these habits, moving your body, connecting with others, challenging your mind, nourishing yourself, and listening to your body. You're building a foundation for independence that can last for years to come. But there's one more thing that ties it all together, and it might just be the most important of all, and that is never stop believing in your own ability to adapt and grow. It might sound simple, but having a positive, flexible mindset is one of the most powerful tools you have for staying independent as you age. Life after 65 is full of changes, some expected, some surprising. Maybe you've had to adjust to a new health routine, move to a different home, or learn to live without someone you love. These changes can be tough, but they also open the door to new experiences, new friendships, and new strengths you might not have known you had. Think about a time in your life when you faced a challenge and came out stronger on the other side. Maybe it was raising a family, building a career, or caring for a loved one. Those experiences taught you resilience, patience, and creativity. The same qualities that helped you then can help you now. Every day you have the chance to choose how you respond to what life brings. You can focus on what you can do rather than what you can't. You can look for solutions, ask for help when you need it, and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. One of the best ways to nurture this mindset is to keep setting goals for yourself, even if they're small. Maybe you want to walk a little farther each week, learn a new recipe, or reconnect with an old friend. Having something to look forward to gives you a sense of purpose and keeps you moving forward. And when you reach those goals, no matter how modest, take a moment to acknowledge your effort. You deserve to feel proud of yourself. It's also important to be gentle with yourself on the days when things don't go as planned. We all have moments when we feel frustrated, tired, or discouraged. That's normal. The key is not to let those moments define you. Instead, treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a friend. Remind yourself that every day is a new opportunity to try again, to learn, and to grow. Staying independent doesn't mean doing everything alone. In fact, knowing when to ask for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Maybe you need a hand with heavy chores, a ride to the doctor, or just someone to talk to when you're feeling down. Reaching out for support can help you stay safe, healthy, and connected. And you might be surprised at how willing others are to lend a hand. Sometimes they're just waiting for you to ask. I remember a woman named Linda who decided to take up painting in her 70s. She'd never picked up a brush before, but she was curious and wanted to try something new. At first, she worried about making mistakes or looking silly, but she joined a local art class, made new friends, and discovered a talent she never knew she had. Her paintings now fill her home with color and joy, and she often says that learning something new gave her a whole new outlook on life. Linda's story is a beautiful reminder that it's never too late to start something new, to surprise yourself, and to keep growing. Another way to keep your mindset strong is to practice gratitude. It might sound simple, but taking a few moments each day to notice what's good in your life can shift your perspective in powerful ways. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on your face, the taste of your morning coffee, or a kind word from a neighbor. These small moments of joy add up, and they can help you stay positive even when things are tough. If you ever find yourself feeling stuck or overwhelmed, try writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day. They don't have to be big. Sometimes the smallest things bring the most comfort. Over time, you'll start to notice more and more reasons to feel hopeful and content. As you continue on this journey, remember that independence isn't about doing everything perfectly or never needing help. It's about making choices that honor your needs, your values, and your dreams. It's about staying curious, staying connected, and staying true to yourself. You have so much wisdom, experience, and strength to draw on more than you might realize. So, as you move through each day, keep these habits close to your heart. Move your body in ways that feel good. Stay connected with the people who lift you up. Challenge your mind with new ideas and experiences. Nourish yourself with good food and plenty of water. Listen to your body's signals and give yourself the care you deserve. And above all, never stop believing in your ability to adapt, grow, and thrive. You are living proof that age is just a number and that life can be rich, meaningful, and full of possibility at any stage. If you found these ideas helpful, I'd love to hear your thoughts or your own tips for staying independent. Please share them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more inspiration and practical advice. Here's to living your best, most independent life, today, tomorrow, and for many years to come. You've got this.